made for his pleasure. And to give him pleasure is to receive his Son, Jesus Christ. That's what gives him pleasure.
Hmm.
And his indwelling in us, then, once we ask him in, the Lord Jesus raises us inside. He bubbles up inside, comes out in rivers of living water. And that's how others come to know him as well.
Uh-huh.
And that is this joy that overcomes the feeling of being alone.
Well
I'm
said.
Mr. Lonely. A little reverb on here, please. I'm Mr. Lonely. No one for my own. I'm just a soldier, a lonely soldier, away from home, through no choice of my own. That was in the Toronto airport when I got to meet Bobby Vinton. Remember that song?
Mhm.
She wore blue velvet,
Yes.
wah wah wah. Bluer than velvet were her eyes, wah wah wah. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. You know, we should go on someday and just go on with. You go do wah wah. Go wah wah wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah wah wah.
Wah, wah,
Wah
wah.
wah wah wah.
Now,
Somebody will tune in and go, "Hey Doris, am I going out of my mind? I think that he got wah wah." You try it, Mister Bill, Mr. B. You try it, Mr. B. Go wah 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 wah. Yeah, now Mr. Biblical Bill, you do it.
Wow, 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 wow.
Okay, so let's all do this now. Somebody in the next few minutes, this is where radio is. People tune in, they tune out, right? So don't tell anybody. Okay, here we go. Wah wah.
Wow, 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 wow.
Now wah wah.
Wow.
Ah wah.
wah, wah.
Wah 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 wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah wah.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wah 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 wah. Boo boo boo. Wah 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 wah.
Wow.
Wah wah. Wah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, wah wah wah. We wah wah wah. Wah wah wah.
Oh, wow.
Wah 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 wah.
I'm there.
Wah wah wah.
There's nothing wrong with your radio.
Don't talk.
It's awesome.
Don't ruin it. Don't talk. Stay in character until I fire you. Oh, here comes the guy now. It's coming, guy. Wah 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 wah.
Hey, wow. Wow, wow.
Wah wah wah.
Ah, wow, wow.
Wah.
And what?
Oh wah 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 wah.
Wah,
Wow.
wah, wah.
Wah 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 wah.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wah wah.
Hey, wow.
Wah.
Wow. Hey, wow, wow.
Wah. Think about it. This is about what people now. Wait now. Okay. Next week, tell me what we talked about in the show. You might as well just be saying wah wah. Nobody remembers. Wah 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 wah. Wee wee wah 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 wah.
Wah,
You know, we're just
wah,
passing time. You know. We're just passing time.
wah, wah.
We're just passing time. But that's no crime. We were left here without reason or rhyme. We're just passing by. I rode to town on my horse. I thought I'd take my brand new coat. Find myself someone to endorse my plans. I'm a lonesome man. So, okay, we're going to take a little break. Wah, 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 wah.
Randy from BSI is outside here. Andy,
Okay, Andy, Candy, or Randy, which is it?
Andy,
Andy,
yes.
would you send Andy in here, please? Send him into the chamber.
Bill,
Send him into the mayor's chamber.
I saw something.
Hey, Andy.
Never saw
How you doing?
you.
Good. How are you?
Hi,
Oh,
Dad.
baby.
Good to see
So
you.
you were on before a long time ago, right?
Long time ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Always
He's
talking
sat
about
here.
girls lacrosse. Hey, I'm Andy.
That's Bill.
Andy, nice to meet you.
Mhm.
Nice to meet you too, Bill.
Yeah, I just the other day I saw your card, and I remember when you were sitting here and you talked about promoting what you want to do in the future, get elected.
Oh, that was somebody else.
Really?
Yeah, I've never wanted to get elected to anything.
Wrong again.
I'm doing that very poorly this
Yeah, you
morning.
are.
That's all right. Don't you worry about it. So,
And
no, I have a payroll company that I own,
oh, yes.
and then I do but I also for the last 10 years have been volunteering with the Vero Beach Girls lacrosse team.
You're with the network, aren't you?
Yeah, BNI. Yes.
Yep,
Mhm.
thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
But I knew.
were you just talking about Wawa? Like this here is Wawa.
Oh, you tuned in. You heard that? They decided to goof around.
So, that's the name of the Canadian goose.
We have a lady that just called in. What's your name, ma'am?
Oh.
Complaining again. Aren't you the same lady that called last week?
Democrats.
Yeah. Are you Democrat?
I am nonpartisan.
Okay.
I am nonpartisan.
Nonpartisan.
It is the
That's
downfall
what
of our
she
country.
says. That's what she said she is.
Independent.
Same thing.
You're independent.
Yes.
I think in this day and age, it's safe.
It's how could anybody be 100% one way or the other? George Washington, when he did his farewell address, warned against the political parties being the end of our country.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because of why? The polarization?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about
People
that.
are too much wanting to be a Democrat or too much wanting to be a Republican and not being an American. And they lose. They fight. They find that they fight more for.
Stand by in the studio. 30 seconds. Then the
If you
rejoin.
talk, you're close.
Gotcha. They find that they wanna get involved.
Hey, when does the Firefighter Fair start? Is that today? Or?
Is it the 10th? I think Friday.
Have you gotten the ads for the Firefighters Fair to start playing? That's going to start on Friday. All right, another beautiful day in paradise. And we have a lady on the line here now. Didn't you call in last week to complain? Okay, well, can we talk about this later? All right, well, Andy's in here, so I'm sorry we have to hang up the phone. So how you doing, Andy?
I'm doing very well, Rhett. How are you?
Good. Now you're in here to talk about lacrosse?
Yeah.
I bet you your daughter's involved.
No, my daughter is 9 years old, and the lacrosse I talk about is the girls' high school lacrosse.
Now, how did you get involved in that?
I started a long time ago, just taking photographs on the side of the sidelines, turned into doing their video. So I've been videotaping all their games for probably about the last 9 years.
So you've been on before about this.
Oh yeah. We talked. Todd Heckman and I were talking about the data state teams that were coming in.
So why are you so enamored with lacrosse?
Is enamored with it's the girls' game because it's completely different than the boys' game. And way back when.
You mean lacrosse is strictly for women?
Well, no. There's a girls' game and a boys' game.
Okay.
But if you're a fan of one, you're not the fan of the
I
other.
don't even know what lacrosse is. What is lacrosse?
Lacrosse is a Native American sport.
That's where you have the catcher thing, the mouth.
Yeah, it's got a stick with a head on the end of it with a small mesh, sort of, they'll call it like a basket, I guess, for the lack of a better term. And
we've got to learn to be very accurate, throwing that thing to your teammates.
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of like a combination of soccer and hockey in a sense, in the way it's played. You got the goalie stands in the net.
Football.
So, well, not so much football. You're not really kicking anything around, and you're not throwing. You are throwing passes. I'll give you that. And then, but you're not looking at first downs and stuff. It's more of a free-flowing game like soccer would be.
How many team players on each team?
You got 11 field players plus a goalie, I think.
11 on each team?
Well, yeah, on the field at the same time. Teams are around 20, 25 people. Yeah.
So you got 22 people on the.
Yeah, let's see here. You got 4, is 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, that's right, 11. I've only been watching it for a decade. I think I would know more. So, but I also do funny enough, I do a internet radio program where I broadcast play-by-play.
And how can people tune into that?
You go to there's an internet radio app called Spreaker. So it's speaker with a R, SPR. EAKER.com. Yep, and you just look for VBHS lacrosse. And
VBH lacrosse.
VBHS lacrosse.
VBHS.
Yeah, and there's a game tonight at Martin County. You can get the pleasure or displeasure of listening if you tuned in.
Went down to a game yesterday, saw a baseball game at the new stadium down in West Palm, the Astros and the Nationals. It's a nice new stadium. I'm not sure that I didn't like the old one in Vieira, but for some reason they're putting all these stadiums down south of us, and I guess I guess so the teams don't have to travel as much anymore.
Well, that's the key. Yeah. Matter of fact, it's funny. They get lazy enough that you don't even get West Coast teams traveling to the East Coast.
Wow, what's going on there? They should travel. Everybody's getting lazy.
Oh,
I mean, you got a guy at the bat. You're looking at it, and you look over there. Oh, he's making $2 million a year. Oh, he's making $7 million a year. And yet they're too lazy to travel.
Right.
Everything's inverted.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Now, you wanted to promote something about lacrosse, or just come on?
Well, we've got next week is the big out-of-state games. Vero Beach has been sort of the spring break home of McDonough, and they are a school up in Owings Mills outside of Baltimore. They own the longest winning streak of any sports team, period.
No, really.
They are a 7-time national champion.
And we're going to play them?
And we played them. Like I said, we're sort of their spring training home. They've been here this will be 6 out of the 5 out of the last, no, this will be 6 out of the last 7 years that they've come down here to play.
It's too cold up in Baltimore.
It sure is. Now, one year they had to go to Atlanta because I don't know if you recall or not, the FHSAA had a wonderful rule about out-of-state competition that they didn't like it so much, and so they had to go to Atlanta for 1 year. They didn't play us here, and then the FHSAA, in their wonderful infinite wisdom, decided, not really from a lacrosse standpoint, but for football's purposes, there was a lot of out-of-state teams that had great games, and so they put an exception rule in, and so we're back to doing it. And I think the neat thing about this week, which makes it different than having McDonough, who's always been here, and again, the winning streak, and they don't shy away. Canada's McDonough, so to speak, it's called Hill Academy up in Ontario, and Hill Academy is going to be down here as well, playing not only the Vero Beach girls, but they'll also be playing McDonough. So you basically have an international championship between United States best versus Canada's best. And that's kind of a neat thing.
Now, if people want to find out more about this, they can listen to your show.
Yeah, if they want.
Yeah. And go to Spreaker.com.
Right. And then, like I said, they just search for VBHS lacrosse, and
Great.
It's in there.
Now, what is your business, by the way? Just give you a little spotlight on your business, Tanner.
I'm at your service, employee leasing and payroll service. So we're locally owned, operated, here in Vero.
Why would a small business want to hire you? You obviously shoulder some responsibilities that take the pressure off of the business. What is it you do?
Well, absolutely. It's a lot. The easiest way to explain it to most folks is, it's like a payroll service, but we take the liability away. We're state licensed to do so. So we're not just doing it on your behalf. We're actually doing it and able to show
liability in what way? You mean
your payroll tax liability, a lot of your workers' comp responsibilities as well. The best way to describe it is you take all of your employees on paper, fire them, put them on our payroll, and then you lease them back. And the reason why somebody would do that is if somebody gets hurt, they have no problem. We're the ones who are experienced, and we're the ones experienced and have a track record of being able to go ahead and handle the accidents, and the insurance is all under. Oh yeah, we do that all the time. And
that's not a pain?
No, it's what we do. I mean, that's part of that's how we walk and talk and breathe.
Okay, now why would I want you to go through that? Why would it be so difficult for me to go through it? If it's easy for you to go through, why is it not easy for me?
Because most people that get into their business don't get in their business to administrate employees, and that's what we have done. And that's why, again, the 941, all your taxes that you have to pay to the federal government and also to the state, all go through us, and you don't have to do
7% you have to do with Social Security and
7.65, which is a Social Security, Medicare tax. Then you've also got withholding tax.
Now, if I pay myself as an employee, would it be smart to put myself through there?
Sure, absolutely. We've got clients of one up to.
You do?
Oh yeah, up to we've got one client of around 70, 80 people. So
okay, so if somebody wants to, because talk format's the #1 format for business owners that listen to us, and that's nationally. So if there's some business owners listening, how would they get in touch with you?
They can call me, email me, text me. We've got a toll-free number. We got 888-56 payroll.
56 payroll. 888-56 payroll.
Right.
And the name of your business is?
At your service, employee leasing and payroll services.
Now, you wanted to ask a question?
No, just giving you time.
Oh, you give me the time. That's okay. I have a time when you do that. We gotta have some kind of a sign, because I always think you want to say something. Okay. Well, listen, thanks for coming in and talking to us about this.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me.
No, but I want to talk to you too about us. I'd like to talk about that, about finding out about that, taking that off the shoulders of Barbara, because
Well, I tell you as well, real quickly, the one thing that really makes us different than the others is we do flat fee pricing. So basically, most employee leasing companies charge a percentage of your payroll. So as you raise your payroll, your fee goes up to your
So
payroll company for no purpose
you
whatsoever.
charge.
We charge a flat fee.
Okay.
So, like single person company like yourself, as we talked about today,
Can be
up to
affordable.
5 people can be, and you don't have to worry. Every time you give them a raise, you're not giving your payroll company a raise. The fee stays the same.
Okay, so again, if people want to get in touch with you,
888-56-payroll, which is Vero Beach number 772-360-4195, or email andy@ayspeo.com.
and continue good luck with the lacrosse.
Oh yeah, man, that's the exciting stuff. So
All right.
yeah, payroll, lacrosse is more exciting. So.
All right.
Cool.
Well, this is the mayor of the airwaves. Got to take a break. We'll be back. It's not over yet. See you on the other side of the news.
Boy, to do a play-by-play, I don't know how you do that.
It's exhausting. It's truly
Oh, I
exhausting.
mean, you have to know the players. Oh my goodness.
Well, I know our players, so whenever we were trying to do the other team, you're like always just calling out the number on the other team and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
but no, it's
Yeah.
it's definitely
Yeah.
I've been doing. It started off as a conference call it's set up for parents who couldn't go to the games because we had to go to we're going to Martin County tonight. We'd go over to St. Petersburg and play, and parents couldn't always come to the games. So it started off where I said, all right, here's an email. There's a free conference call. Call into it. I'm going to put you on there and I'll put you on mute and I'll do a play-by-play. And that way you can put your phone on, put it on speaker, and then just listen to it like a radio show.
You're doing
And
a
then-
great
So,
service.
yeah, and then we found that we can do it on the internet radio thing, and this McDonough game, we put it on a national message board, and I mean I've had like 600-700 people listening to it.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
That's a big responsibility.
You know what? As long as they accept that I don't know 100% about the game, and I'm not going to call all the nuances, and I'll just call it as I see it, and
Yeah.
I say things
Mhm.
however I want to say it, and I
You
might
just-
not always be politically correct about what I say.
It's
So
just like a layman who doesn't
that's
know.
that's
Yeah.
right. So, but at least people can tune in
Mhm.
and hear what's going on. A lot of schools will do it through Twitter. So you got to sit there and watch Twitter, and you don't know what's going on until somebody scores.
Yes.
And so you just they scored, and then you just sit there and you wait till the next score. Well, at least this way people can see who's got the ball, where they're going, what's going on. So I've experimented with doing a live YouTube feed, kind of like what Rhett does,
Oh, yes.
and we've done those from some of the home games, so
Mhm.
people can watch.
Who
But
sponsors you to do that?
I just do it all on my own.
You do?
Yeah, I just pay for myself.
Yeah.
So I guess my company sponsors it, I suppose.
Okay. Good
Indirectly,
form of
so.
advertising. Too.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
what it is. So.
Mhm. Wow. So do you think your daughter will want to get into it?
Yeah, we'll see. If she does, she does. If she doesn't, she doesn't.
But you don't have any children in it now.
No.
So what prompted you to get involved?
Just I'm friendly with the coach. He's a friend,
Oh.
and just started by doing little things here and there.
Uh-huh.
Next thing you know,
Yeah.
I'm organizing out of state matches. I was the president of their boosters for 2 years.
Oh my goodness.
So I mean, you just
and
get
your
drawn in.
children are not in it. That's
No.
amazing.
So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
it's fun.
Well, my son was with the Norwich University in Vermont,
Mhm.
so he started taking pictures. And pretty soon he got so involved,
You offer direct deposit?
Yeah, we sure do. Yeah.
Because now I get a check, so it's paid.
Oh.
But luckily, my bank can take a picture of it.
Oh, and then you can do it right. Yeah,
Right
that's
there
kind
by
of a
the
neat
phone.
thing.
I know.
I wanted my clients to be able to do that, but unfortunately, there's like a $2,500 limit on it. When people pay their entire payroll, and they can't do that with an $11,000 check. But yeah, absolutely, and there's no extra charge for any of that stuff either.
Wow.
So
Hmm. I will not forget you.
it's okay.
No.
I'm happy to remind anybody.
Such a diplomat. But
No
I've heard
worries.
you speak at the network.
Yeah.
But you remind me so much of this person who's the candidate. And
Oh, probably was it Randy? You thinking about Heimler?
yeah.
Yeah, he's a buddy of mine. I know Randy really well.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
tell him that I thought.
I will,
You were
absolutely. Yeah,
Randy.
he's the one who's running for school board. Is that
Yeah.
who you were thinking of?
And he's way ahead.
Yep. Yeah, he is.
Oh, so you are buddies.
Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
know Randy. Yeah.
And your first name again?
Andy.
Andy.
And he's Randy, so that could be also why you got it mixed up.
Oh, yes. Well, we get so many guests here.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Like that.
Do you have a card?
You know what? I gave my last card away to somebody yesterday.
Did you?
I did. Maybe let me just see.
Yeah.
I meant to refill once I gave it away, and of course, what didn't I do was not.
I know that Rhett knows you, but. And what is your last name?
Seagull. Segal. Just like the bird. Well, it sounds like the bird.
Yeah, Segal.
Yep.
Good. Okay. Mm-hmm. And this is a payment business. I do have you've been here before.
Mhm.
Didn't you do a mini commercial?
No, I know that Pete DeSalvo did a mini commercial. He was in our group. He was the accountant.
Yeah.
And his accounting company does payroll as well.
Okay.
And then I think Gary was here, Rooney, the attorney.
Yeah.
He was here from our group.
In fact, we have an ad of his right here.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful ad.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know who selected the picture, but.
Oh, I've seen it because Rhett brings the magazine to the group.
You've seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I know we want to distribute these as much as we can. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, actually, that's a nicer one. The one I saw had a picture of him in it.
Yeah.
Had Gary in it.
Yeah.
So no, that's a very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down with Rhett as well and talk to him about some of that stuff. I need to get the name out a little bit more so than just the word of mouth. I mean, we've done well. We've gotten to where we are because of word of mouth, but I think we can
word of
spread
mouth
it out
is
even
very
further.
the best.
Yeah.
You know, seems to me to say free consultation is a very good way for an introduction.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I am absolutely with you there.
So what about you have a 9-year-old daughter?
Yeah, she'll be 10 in May. Yeah.
She's still sweet and innocent.
Very. Sorta. Let me find a better picture of her. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I got the picture on my main screen there's got her goofing around. Can't really get a good view of her.
Are you close?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's so important for dad to be close to the daughter.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing greater in my life than that, my daughter. So.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, no wonder. Oh, she's adorable. And
Yeah.
look at that hair.
Yeah, fiery redhead.
Yes.
So.
Do they give a nickname? Hey, Red. Hey.
My wife's grandmother would call her Red.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So.
what did you name her?
Bronwyn.
Bronwyn?
Mm-hmm. It's a Welsh name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
Mm-hmm.
two of us at the movies one day.
Oh, look at her. Yeah.
And then
Oh,
right
my
after her hair
goodness.
straightening.
Oh.
So, yeah.
You know, she's attractive, but she has a unique look about her.
No, fortunately for me, she looks a lot like her mother.
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Thankfully, she doesn't look anything like me.
Mm-hmm.
So that works out well.
I used to have a talent agency up in Vermont,
Hmm.
and your daughter has a look that I would pick up on.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. She's different looking.
That's nice.
You don't want them looking like Barbie dolls.
Well, and I get that. I understand. You know,
Mhm.
definitely having something.
She has a face you remember.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's great. Does she have a nickname, or does she have
Just Bronny, I suppose. We'll call her Bronny.
Bronny?
Yeah.
There are no other Bronnies around.
No, I've only known one other Bronwyn
Yeah.
in town. And that was it. And I don't know any other Bronwyns outside of town. So.
Okay. Well, you did her a favor.
Well,
Yes.
So it's nice. It suits her too. I mean, she looks like she's Welsh, pasty white skin and the red hair and so.
Did he say we're going back on?
Oh, I don't know. I used.
Let me double check.
Well, we said goodbye and thank you. And then,
Would you like a cup of coffee?
oh, I'm all right. We just had a bunch of coffee.
Oh, you did.
So things are growing over your practice of Dr. Steinfeld. That's right. Over the past about 18 months, we've added 2 additional physicians. We have 4 physicians in our practice with an in-house physical therapy also. So things are growing. We now represent 3 specialties with 2 orthopedic surgeons, 1 physical medicine specialist, which was growing with 3 pain management, and a podiatrist. So it's a great supplement. Yeah, I've noticed when you've been consulting people such as myself or Barbara, you're not real quick to want to go in and do the surgery. You try every effort to as that last resort. Sure, and there are certain indications to perform a surgical procedure.
No, thanks, Rhett.
So we do try to do everything in a conservative fashion. It's reasonable to do that. Let's face it, there are potential complications with an operation that shouldn't take place. For the most part, most elective surgical procedures have great results. That 1% or less than 1% infection points. You should always try to treat individuals conservatively first. Okay, and now some prevention is worth a pound if you what can we do to make our bones stronger? Is there any valid information, conclusive? And like for instance, when I was growing up, was drink a lot of milk. Is that valid? Sure, so calcium is an inherent mineral in our bones, and our bones nice and strong. It's a weight bearing exercise. It's exercise, so lifting weights within weight indoors. To start 50s or 60s. No, never too late. As our muscle mass starts to increase and importance, never too late to start, as long as you do it appropriately. What happened years ago before we had the specialty orthopedic surgeons? I mean, I remember when my father was alive, he actually didn't break it. What happened is it went into the hip or something. It wasn't just the hip, it was the whole. And they said, like 20 years ago, he would have just laid there and been hospitalized till he died. So it's amazing the innovations. Sure, so like you mentioned, over the past 30 years or so, when we don't see or any laying around muscle beds and traction, like we may have in the past. So nowadays, we are able to fix things in certain techniques and certain materials that enable me to get up and sort of move right back, which will help much better.
Yes.
Now,
Thank you.
I don't know, I'm not sure people, there's a lot of talk, a lot of hearsay in the street. One is that it's got people out against my thinking,
Thank you for the juice. And get this. Did you anything I can do to help clear some
No,
things? No?
you didn't use the water, did you?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Oh, then take it.
Yeah, I
That would be
used
a
it.
help.
Did you want me to remove the juice glass?
I'll take care of it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Oh, sure.
Okay, that's
Have a
fine.
good day.
Bye, dear.
We know based on research that a well-done joint replacement should last somebody about 20 years. Now that means that people have. So to some extent, failure occur for reasons we don't know about or don't fully understand. In some cases, people would use their joint replacements, for instance, for ground job, which would not be appropriate. In other instances, things could just clear over time. Thankfully, we have the technology. Just recently, I was at the Emerson Center, and it was a famous old-time rock
Hands off.
He's lost some people, hasn't he?